Welcome, everyone. Today, we are excited to present our research about community planning and African fractal architecture. My name is Simon. I'm a third year architecture graduate student at Pratt Institute, and I am joined by
I'm Sophie. I'm from Pratt Institute, and I'm a industrial design undergraduate student.
I'm Sulaiman Conte, and finally a undergraduate student for Abbey College.
Hi, Sandra Bangura. I'm a third year student, a study architecture student from Fabi College, at Fabi College.
and together we'll explore the innovative ways communities in equatorial regions adapt to their environments using fractal geometry. Today, we're going to cover the following topics: fractal geometry, fractal design principles, precedents, and an introduction to Sierra Leone and its plumbing, cooking, and electric infrastructure. Sophie will start by talking about fractal geometry.
So fractal is a never-ending and infinitely complex pattern that is self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over in a ongoing loop. So here are a few classic circular patterns for fractal geometry. It was commonly used in many villages urban planning as to show the hierarchy of this society. So it was very important in using fractals as part of the community design because fractals can reflect the local climate, building materials, and also the habits of community. So there are two kinds of the fractals that I've just mentioned. The first one is called circular fractals. It was usually used in many African villages. The layout is usually centered around a community gathering space, as you can see here on the very open plaza or some regional places. And from there, it was able to expand outwards while creating big storage rooms and emphasizing private public spaces.
Linear fractals, seen in religious or royal settings, respond strategically to sunlight and contribute to organized urban planning. Examples include Logan Bernie in Cameroon and the Balapur housing scheme in Mumbai by Charles Correa. The adaptability of these designs to create efficient, navigable, and visually cohesive environments within the context of city development. Building sustainable communities involves a holistic approach that prioritizes social, economic, and environmental considerations. The ancient Berber village of Matmata in Tunisia, characterized by dwellings dug into the ground, showcases an approach that moderates temperatures and fosters community growth. Advocating for a better quality of life involves community workshops, educational initiatives, cultural expression, smart technology integration, and flexible future proof design. These elements empower residents and contribute to community well being. African textiles, furniture design, basket weaving, and pottery showcase rich traditions with intricate patterns resembling fractal geometry. The use of these designs reflects the intricate and symbolic nature of African creativity, and we should find creative ways of integrating them into our design. The use of fractals in community design extends to public spaces, exterior and interior family spaces, contributing to a shared visual language and a distinct community identity. This approach allows for adaptability as the community grows and evolves. Now, let's explore one of our present examples. The Malaku Center in Ethiopia uses a fractal hexagonal grid in its master plan, incorporating natural ventilation and solar panels and demonstrating an understanding of climate and vernacular architecture. Addressing air conditioning in Sierra Leone requires a strategic and cost-effective approach due to the warm and humid climate. Passive cooling techniques such as natural ventilation and shaded outdoor spaces are crucial for daily comfort. And now that we understand fractals a little bit more and how they can be implemented into a urban design, Sophie can tell us a little bit more about Sierra Leone and its climate.
Yeah, so to start with, I would like to talk about the general situations in Sierra Leone. So the free zone in Sierra Leone a was in the northern side of the Africa continent, and it has a very tropical climate. So half of the year would be a dry season, while the other half would be a green season. It has a very different weather, so the building in modern materials wouldn't be in a ideal situations for a long time. As you can see in the below, it was two low-cost housings built in Freetown, Sierra Leone. The cost and electricity, plumbing, and kitchen, and that would vary very differently from places to places. So I would like to invite our colleagues from Fourah Bay College, Sandra, and also Suleiman to talk about how would low-cost housings in Sierra Leone and also Africa adapt to that question.
Alors, electricity, here in Sierra Leone is a very big challenge. And just to give you an idea of how our electricity situation is, for our current energy need for the whole country is like 500 megawatts, and all the electricity source generating source put together, we can only generate like 150 megawatts. And our biggest electricity installation is the Bumbuna, which generates 50 megawatts at peak during the rainy season when the water level is high. And during the dry season, it can drop to something like 25 or 30 megawatts. And we also have other sources of generating electricity like thermal plants. We have solar energy, and there is no wind source of wind energy installed as of now, but we have potential for that. And our current installed electricity capacity, for example, for the hydro, we have the Bumbuna, as I said, 50 megawatts. We have another mini dam we call Dodo. Dodo is 2 megawatts. And Banka Suka, another one, is also 2 megawatts. And we have the Yele, which is 250 kilowatts, and the Makali, which is 120 megawatts. There are a lot of challenges when it comes to electricity in Sierra Leone.
So Sandra is going to talk about plumbing in Sierra Leone, low-cost housing.
In Sierra Leone, the plumbing system is quite different in different areas. We have the outside system that is called the dry toilet, which is locally called the pit latrine. There is also the bathroom where it's normally combined with the pit latrine, but it's usually at the back outside. It's the outdoor toilet. So the for the plumbing system in the locust housing. So in the locust housing, they have this type of system wherein two houses connect to one chamber, and they have a long pipe that is underneath the ground, which the all the chambers are connected to, which actually carry the urine. So this is how the plumbing system is organized in the locust housing. As you can see from the photos, you see different layouts in which the water is collected and also stored in the miller tank. We also have the local places where we also fetch water, like the water side. So yeah, these are some of the ways in which we do with the toilet and the water harvesting system in Sierra Leone. Yeah. So going to the kitchen. For the kitchen in Sierra Leone, we love spending our time outside mostly. So most of the kitchen we use most of the time is either at the backyard or in our verandas. So in designing for our kitchen, for designing a kitchen in Sierra Leone, the veranda is actually very important because it serves multi-purpose. So we use it for a place where we cook, and also and also for the backyard.
Yeah, the above is all we are going to present with you for today. Thank you.